Hi everyone, welcome back to Learning Time today. I decided to stay inside today because it is a chillier day today and the weather is supposed to be pretty cloudy today, so I decided to stay in and do our learning inside today. I just wanted to let you know that I will be delivering your Mother's Day gift kits on Thursday, okay? And it'll be a little bag and it'll have all the things inside that you need to have in order to make your gift for your mom or a special lady in your home for Mother's Day. Okay, so I will be delivering those on Thursday to either your doorstep or your mailbox. I'll put them in a safe place so you can find them, okay? All right, so let's get started with our words this week. Okay, so I want you to say these with me. Are you ready? Remember, they all have to do with plants and gardening, okay? So our first word is seeds. Can you say that? Awesome job. And what does seed start with? What letter is that? S, and S makes the S sound. Awesome. All right, our next word is, this is a hose. And we said, what comes out of a hose? If you said water, you would be right. And we have a little poem about why water is useful when we're talking about plants. So we're going to be singing that today too. So let's say our word hose together again. Hose. Awesome. All right, our next one is wheelbarrow. You say it. Great work. All right, our next word is trowel. Can you say trowel? And remember, a trowel is a type of shovel, and it's used to dig holes for plants. Well, does anybody remember what this is called? It's a fancy word for dirt. It's called soil. Can you say that? Soil. And what sound does it start with? It's the S, just like in seeds. So seeds and soil start with the same letter and it makes the same sound. All right. Now we have pots. Can you say that? Pots. And look at that letter at the end. When we say at the end, pots, it sounds like when we say soil and seeds, but the S is at the beginning in those words, and it's at the end of pots. All right, and our last word is gloves. Can you say that? Great work, and it also ends with a sound with the letter S. So I want you to help me out in telling me what these words start with. So they're some of the same words we just said, and you're going to tell me what the first letter is that they start with, okay? So remember, the first picture is a picture of seeds. So it has a blank. So what letter does seed start with? What letter goes here? If you said S, you would be right. All right, let's try the next one. Gloves. Which letter says G, like gloves? What letter says G, G, G? If you said G, you would be right. All right, we have three more. So this is a picture of a hose. So what does hose start with? What letter says like hose? If you said letter H, you would be right. All right, this one is pots. What does pots start with? What letter says p? If you said letter P, you would be right. All right, and this is a trowel, and this is kind of a hard one, a trowel. So what letter says T, like in trowel? If you said T, you would be right. It's kind of hard when we put the T and the R together because they make a little bit different of a sound. All right, so goes over there. I have a story for us, and then we're going to do our poem, and then I have two little activities for us, okay? All right, so my story today is called Planting a Rainbow. That's the title. Planting a Rainbow. And the author and illustrator is Lois Ehlert. So she wrote the story and drew the pictures. Okay? And what do we see on the front here? If you said flowers, you would be right. So this might be a story about flowers. I don't see any fruits or vegetables or trees or bushes like some of the other plants we were talking about yesterday. But this is a story about flowers. Okay. And right here, it says planting a rainbow. What do we know about rainbows? They're all different colors. And on this page, we can see on the front cover, we can see these are all the same color. They're kind of like an orangey red color. So let's find out what planting a rainbow is about. So it says every year, Mom and I plant a rainbow. Can you plant a rainbow that comes from rain and sun? In the fall, we buy some bulbs, which are like the bottoms of certain types of plants. Instead of seeds, they come as big round things called bulbs, and we plant them. And plant them in the ground. So they have an orange tiger lily, a red tulip, an orange tulip, a yellow daffodil, a blue hyacinth, a purple crocus, a purple bearded iris. So those are different types of flowers, and they're all different colors. We order seeds from catalogs and wait all winter long. So these are some of the different types of seeds that they order for the different flowers. For spring to warm the soil and sprout the bulbs. So they've planted them and they have to wait all winter for spring to come and warm up the soil so that the bulbs will start growing. And see, they're starting to grow. They planted the bulbs under the ground and the seeds are starting to grow up into baby flowers. Then it's time to go to the garden center to select some seedlings. And seedlings are small little plants, just like we saw our little bean plant start to grow above the soil. When it starts to grow right above the soil, it's called a seedling. So these are some small little seedlings that they bought. We sow the seeds, which means plant them. Sowing means to plant the seeds and set out the plants in soil. And watch the rainbow grow. Oh my goodness. So they call it a rainbow because it's all different colors of what? Flowers. And grow and grow. Look at all those colors. We have some red flowers and orange flowers. What color are these? Yellow flowers, yellow blooms. We grow something green. This is a fern, so that is a type of plant. And some blue flowers. And some purple flowers too. And when summer is over, we know we can grow our rainbow again next year. So in what season did they grow their garden, their rainbow? What season did they grow it in? If you were listening, they did plant the bulbs in the winter time, but they started to grow their garden in the spring. And then it bloomed all spring and summer and made beautiful flowers and a beautiful rainbow of colors. And then after summer was over, the plants usually start to die or go away, as we know that when winter comes, it's so cold that the plants can't live. So then they'll come back again the following year, okay, if you plant certain types of flowers. So in order for all those things to grow, though, they need certain things, just like we learned yesterday. So we're going to read our poem again today called What Do Plants Need? And I'll read it, and if you can remember, you can do it with me, and then we'll do it together, okay? So we're going to add a couple hand motions, all right? So it says, what do plants need? What do plants need to grow tall? To grow tall. Plants need soil. Can you be the soil? Put the soil in. Water. Can you water them like you're watering with a watering can? Water. Air. Like when you fan yourself, you feel air. And sun. And we know this is the sign for sun. Watch them grow. Watch them grow. And when you do that, you can do this with your eyes, watching them grow. Okay? All right, let's do it together. Ready? What do plants need? What do plants need to grow tall? To grow tall. Plants need soil. Sprinkle the soil. Water. Dump your water. Air. And sun. Watch them grow. Watch them grow. So what do those plants need to grow? All plants, not just flowers. What do they need to grow? They need soil. They need water. They need air. And they need sun. So for plants, we know that they are living just like we are. And we learned yesterday that they can't move around like we can, but they are alive. And so that's why they need those things to live. And yesterday we talked about some different things that they don't need to live that were silly things like teddy bears and pizza and cookies. But we know that not everything is alive, so not everything needs those things. So I want to know, I'm going to hold up a couple things and you're going to tell me if these things are living or non-living, and if they can grow or not. So I have a pen. Is this pen living? Does it need to drink water? No. Is it going to grow? No. Does it need light or food? No. So is it living? No, it is not living. How about us? Do we need water? Yes. Do we need air to breathe? Yes. Do we need sun or food? The flowers and plants use the sun as their food. So do we need food to grow and live? Yes, we do. Now, we don't need soil, but we know that the soil holds the plants in the ground. And so we have our legs that hold us up and our bodies that hold us up. So we have certain parts of us that help us too. So let's see, I'll pick one more thing. How about this phone? Does a phone need water to drink? Or food to eat? Or air to breathe? No. So is this phone living or not living? It's not living, okay? So the phone is not living. That would be so silly. All right, so I have a little poster and it says living or not living. The girl is living. The wagon is not living. So I have some pictures that we're going to sort, and you're going to tell me if they are living or not living, okay? So let me pull them out of here. Okay. So I have a little sheet here, and it says living, like the girl, and you fill those in, or not living, like the wagon, and you fill these boxes in. Okay, so we're going to do this, and you're going to tell me where each picture goes, okay? All right, so let me get my first picture out here. I want to tape these on. Okay, so we have our first picture. Oh my goodness, so sorry, friends. Our first picture is a ladybug. Is a ladybug living like the girl or not living like the wagon? Does the ladybug need food and air and water? Yes. If you said yes, you would be right. So the ladybug is living. All right. How about the ice cream? Does ice cream need water or food to grow or air or sunlight? No. So is it living or not living? If you said not living, you would be right. So we're going to put it on the not living side. So it's not living. I'm going to put it over here. All right. And let's see. I'm going to do a couple more. How about this book? Is the book living? Does a book live? Does it breathe in air? Does it eat food? No. So is it living or not living? It's not living. So the book does not need those things, and therefore it is not living. Okay. And we have an apple tree. Now remember, a tree is a type of plant. So does this tree need sun? Yes. Does it need air into its leaves? Yes. Does it need water to grow? Yes. So is it living or not living? If you said living, you would be right. So trees, just like all other plants, are living. All right, we have two more. So we're going to do, let's see, how about, oh, this is a good one. How about this cat? And some of you might have a cat. Does a cat need water? Yes, it drinks water. Does it need air to breathe? Does it breathe in and out? Yes. Does it eat food for it to grow? Yes. So is it living or not living? If you said living, you would be right. So it is living, just like the girl and the ladybug and the tree are living, it is living. All right, we're going to do our last one. These are something that you might use. These are crayons. Are crayons living? Do they need air or water or food? No. So are they living or not living? They are not living. So we're going to put them right here. So we know these things are not living because they do not need what? Water, air, sun, food. Okay? And we know these things are living because they do need those things, okay? Great job today, friends. Thank you so much for working with me. All right, so I'm going to have you go listen to the letter G song because we only got a couple days of doing that song last week, and we are learning about gardening, which starts with the letter G. So I'm going to have you go listen to that song, and then I hope you have a very great day, okay? Bye, everyone.